Favorite time of the week, Wednesday, 11 o'clock Pacific. I get to come on here with you. Sometimes I get to come on here with a bunch of you. Sometimes it's just me, but either way, I have a great time. So let's do that because if you want to come in today, we're going to talk. There it is right there. Join Ray Live right there. We're at a crisis point. For the last 5 years, I've been hearing people say, oh, it's so hard to reach out to people, entrepreneurs. These are people that tell me they have great rapport skills. What's the problem? Well, nobody returns my calls. Nobody answers my emails. Well, if you have great rapport skills, that shouldn't be a problem, right? Well, what people don't realize, what's happened in the last 5 years, we've lost 5 years of people skills. We've lost the ability to socially interact with people at the level we were 5 years ago. And on top of that, you add in AI. And AI's out there. And now it's summer. Oh, summer's out there. And there's nothing but problems figuring out how to connect to people. And I think everything is up here, right? So how do you reframe that thought to tame it? That's the phrase that pays right there. Reframe it to tame it. I'll put it up there, but I really would love to have somebody come in here today, join Ray Live, and let's talk about this thing because it's so difficult to fight our general tendencies of what we do to be polite. And for example, walk into a retail store and people that are in the retail store will look at you and go, hi, can I help you? Your answer is always no, just looking. No, just looking. And then 2 seconds later, it's like, where is that person? I don't use that person. I use another phrase. But and what happens there is if we throw this in a different context, what you did is you asked a question of a stranger. And when you ask a question of a stranger, strangers pull back because they don't know who you are. You don't have permission to ask questions to a stranger. You have to earn that right. I mean, look at it this way. If you came into my house and I was having a party and I didn't know you, and if you came in, I said, hey, oh, you're a friend of Charlie's, come on in. The keg's out back. There's food in the kitchen. Put your coat over there. If you have any questions, call me. Bathroom's around the corner. Make yourself at home. Enjoy. Oh, this is pretty cool, right? But think about it. The first thing I said to you is, can I help you? It's a whole different vibe. And what people don't realize, so creating this familiarity of friendship, if I speak to you as if you're my friend, and I do all the time on this, I don't come at you with a question. I come at you with a statement because that's what friends do. And the difference between a statement and a question, if somebody says, can I ask you a question? Okay. That's exactly what people do. They pull away and they go, okay. And what happens then is they're not comfortable with you. But if you put the same thing in a statement, it creates curiosity. And there's 6 words I'm going to give you today. They're really, really important to figure these things out. If I said versus, can I ask you a question? Okay. I have a crazy question. Here's the other thing too. People are longing for the world to be humanized. And so the smile is a big part of humanizing, and your body language is a big part of that as well. But I have a crazy question for you. And look excited when you do that because it is a crazy question. It doesn't matter what the question is. It could be a crazy question. Because all you're doing is you're breaking down that wall between stranger and friendship. And when you do that, when you ask a question, you are really on an upward plane of conversation. You're giving them more authority than they have over you. And so you're asking for permission to do things which somebody of equal value would never do. So you are battling an uphill battle by being polite, asking questions in a business sense right off the bat. All people hear in sales things, ask the right questions, ask the right questions, ask the right questions. You have to have permission to ask those questions, and nobody's going to give you that answer until they're comfortable with you and they feel as if you're a friend. So this rapport building, building of friendship is the most important part of the sales process. I've seen everything else emphasized, but to me, this is it. This is how you can sell your program standing in line at the grocery store. You can sell your program. Somebody comes over to clean your dryer lint. You can be at karaoke night and sell your program. Three things I've done. But this understanding that friendships are a series of interactions with people. And what happens with your friends is you give them something and they give you something. Doesn't matter what it is. I'm not talking money here. If I make you laugh and I'm fun to hang around and you listen to my problems, that's an equal transaction that people stay friendship together. But if it gets too high or too low, one or the other, that's where friendships stop. So how do you do that in a business sense? Well, you have to reach out as if you already know them. Because when you make statements to people, you're confident and you're comfortable. And they feel that. And they will feel confident and comfortable with you more so than they would. If you're sitting at a bar and there's a seat open next to you, and somebody comes up and says, "Is this seat taken?" If that person creeps you out, you say, "Well, yes, it is. I'm waiting for someone." But if that same person came up and said, "Oh, thanks for saving me the seat," you will only claim that seat back if you actually were saving it for someone. The confidence, the comfortableness, and the ability for you to be in that moment with that person on an equal level is so important. So when you send emails, when you have conversations, the three things that really will catch people's eye: curiosity, obviously relevance, and specificity. Curiosity. I have the craziest question. Oh my God, I wonder what the craziest question is. Let's hear it. Specificity. I have said I need 2 minutes and 17 seconds of your time to show you why it's worth giving more. And people will come back to that. Well, okay, I'll give you 27 seconds. And I'm ready for it. If you prepare these things in advance, what you need to be is acceptably unusual. So you need to be this benign violation of life, of a norm that is acceptably unusual. You have to be a unicorn, but not a full-fledged, sparkly unicorn. So you have to be different. You have to shine. You have to stand a little bit above everybody else so that people pick you out. In the old movie, The Natural, there was a part where a woman in the crowd, I think it was Glenn Close, is just sparkly and shiny, and everybody else is a little bit darker. And that's what you need to be. You have to stand out. And this ability to create connections quickly, this is what makes you go from complaining that it's summertime, nobody's buying, the stock market has crashed, AI is taking jobs, AI can do this. I'll tell you, one of the biggest opportunities you have with AI is if you understand humor. AI is awful at it. It can spit out old humor. It can find an old quote of something that's funny, but it cannot take your content and add humor to it. That is a huge human advantage right now, because I've looked and I can't find it. If you know where it is out there, send it to me. If you're an AI person and you want to understand how humor works, I could probably give you a step-by-step process. Matter of fact, in a couple of weeks, I'm going to be teaching a course called the Humor Algorithm, and it's a pilot course. So I'm doing it all in one day with a 30-minute one-on-one follow-up, and I will teach you. You'll walk out of there with something funny about content you have right now. Don't care what it is. You can bring it to me. If we can't in one day flush out something that's funny about your content that you would add laughter to your presentation, I'll give you your money back. I'll give you your money back. And I'm that confident. I'm that confident that I can take what you're doing and do that. It's a pilot course. It's going to be when I do this up and running, it'll be 1997. Since I'm doing it for the first time, trying it out as a one-day course, I'm doing it $197. So it's almost like there's no risk for you at all. If I can't help you, it's free. So there that is. That's your biggest advantage to fight AI. That stands out because AI can't do that. AI has problems with humor, and it has problems with drawing with hands. The thing I've noticed with AI is like they'll have 6 fingers or 7 fingers. They'll be perfect everywhere else, but just something else with it. I don't know what it is. Maybe they've got it better now because the last few ones I've had do that. So connect. Humor is the number one rapport, likability, and trust. It's how you get in. It's how you create this instant intimacy, this fast friendship. It's all part of that. So if you want to know, if you want to break down charisma into like 4 basic things, if you write the word chic down, CHIC, there's a letter for each for that. Confidence. Your confidence, people who are charismatic are confident. 2, their humor. They've got it. They understand it. They know when and where to use it and use it appropriately. Their ability to influence. One of the things, I was on a phone call yesterday with Dr. Cialdini, the king of influence. And one of the things that you should do to make you more humanized on your materials, put a picture of you on your email, in your signature. Put that picture in there so they see the human behind it, because we get so much other stuff along the way. So put a picture on it. And the C is your communication skills. Can you communicate one-on-one? Can you communicate one-to-many? And these are virtual and live. Can you communicate in person, written communications, all these things? You have to master that. And if you take those 4 things and throw in a little bit of childlike awe and wonder and a genuine concern for others, and I guarantee you, you will be in the top 5% of most charismatic people in a room, if you can do that on a consistent basis. So there's some things today. A couple people stopped by and made some comments. Our good friend of the show here, Chris O'Donnell, over our gold medal Special Olympian. Great to have you on here again. I didn't get a chance to put your comment up there when you made it, but it's great to see you, and it's great to continue success. Every time I see the gold medal thing, I think of you, because I know you got many. And thanks for popping in here. So another quick one today. Shout out to my good friend Jeff Rogers, the winner of the National Speakers Association very first Last Story Standing contest. He won that yesterday. I had the privilege of being able to help him with that. And I've had him in the last month or so. I've had a district Toastmaster winner. Last year I had another district Toastmaster winner. If you want that kind of attention to detail to your speaking, and you want to understand how to make more of an impact, if you want to help your sales, help your presentations, both those things are in my wheelhouse. Drop me a line. I got 2 courses coming out. One is revolving around sales and quick connection. The other is around the humor algorithm. You could tie those 2 together. Do both. Let's do it. Let me know. Put something in the chat if you're seeing this afterwards, and I will see you next week and go from there. So awesome job, Jeff. Proud of you. You're amazing. And you guys should have hired him before he won, because now his rates go up. Have a great one. I'll talk to y'all soon.